I think a signature style is a really important thing to have, because for a gentleman wearing a piece of clothing, a suit, when they walk into a room, it's how they represent themselves, and it's important to be able to show who you are and express that through your clothing.
Chivas Regal was launched in 1909 as the world's first ever luxury blended whisky. However, the signature style was actually created by James Chivas himself, and then has been carried through the generations to our very own Colin Scott today.
James Poole was the founder in 1806, but his son was the character. His son dabbled in the costumes. He, in turn, elevated himself into his signature house by looking at the body, looking at the size, the balance of how the body shape is, and created very much the Poole identity.
The important thing to remember with Chivas Regal is that the heart of the blend is the wonderful Strathisla single malt. You cannot make Chivas Regal without Strathisla. It's a classic Speyside single malt. It is a fantastic malt to blend with, but it has its own lovely, sweet, rich orchard fruit notes.
Aesthetically, Gieves do have a signature style. We like to have a nice natural shoulder line, a really nice structured chest, very sculpted, so the chest comes forward on the customer rather than being voluminous and falling to the side. And then, of course, a nice nipped-in waist and a gentle flare to the side. But the area we look to focus on is possibly on the crowns and the shoulders of the sleeve, making sure it's nice and full. And so we really look at the customer's figure and making sure that we can give them a really well-fitted pair of trousers.
The transformation always takes place in fashion. You know, there's always situations where you're being demanded to change by magazines, by press, but we tend to watch over it. So when lapels, for example, are 4.5 inches wide, Poole's might be 3 3/4 wide. Having people like Charles Dickens and Sir Henry Irvine around when Poole was starting to build his firm, it was seen much more of a friendship, social side to Poole, and you know, he would be meeting people like this, and the styling took place between them as a social point of view on creating something, which then became a sort of fashion piece.
You know, what makes a great blended whisky is 3 things. It's the quality of the whisky that goes into the blend, it's the age of the whisky, and it's the skill of the blender.
We are very passionate about the product we make and the service we provide, and that's the same with Chivas as well.